What is up, you guys? It's your girl That's So Nikki, and welcome to Mommy Unplugged, the place where we ditch the filters, ditch the mom guilt, and get real and raw about the conversation of parenthood. Today with me, I have one of my favorite human beings sitting next to me. She is a mother of 3 beautiful children. We're gonna dive deep into some really juicy shit, okay? I wanna go into the whole pregnancy journey, labor, delivery, merging families, joint custody, and I'm not letting her leave here until we get spicy. Welcome, Daviana.
Hi. Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be here with you and to be able to do all this.
Right? I mean, this
Yes.
is just such a platform for like everyone to just get comfortable with the reality of being pregnant and parenthood and all of that. That could
All
be
the
human.
layers of being a woman. Like, there's so many layers.
And it's like not talked about enough, and I feel like sometimes it's a little glamorized.
Oh, for sure, because we have, everything presented to us, but until you actually go through it, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing.
Ever.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I have
The slightest clue of what I'm doing, and my daughter is gonna be 5 months, and I'm still like
Hey,
winging it.
she's thriving. She's thriving, and that's all that matters. No, it's such an honor to be here, though, for real, because I know this is something you wanted to do. You wanted to be able to use your voice, and this is the perfect way to do it.
I know. She's my newborn child.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's like, it's kind of good to like start the new year with this. And like, so many of my friends have just had kids or they're just starting their pregnancy journey again. And it's just such a platform that, I mean, when I was pregnant, there wasn't a space for me that I felt comfortable.
Right, relatable.
Relatable.
Yes.
Like anything that was
Yes.
relatable or like podcasts that were even in the slightest where it was either too educational and I didn't have time to sit there or not enough
I
information.
feel like, wait, yes, you could be educated as much as you can, but until you're going through it, it might not work for you. You know what I mean? Like, I hate to say this, but you raw dog motherhood.
yeah.
Like, quite literally, you raw dog it, because what works for them might not work for you, and every baby's so different. You know what I mean? Like, we all have our different instincts. It's all different. So until you go through it, just zip it.
Yeah, I agree. And it's like, yeah, that in a nutshell in itself. So kind of coming into the new year, I mean, you're a mom of 3, and how are you making time for yourself? Like, who is Daviana in 2026?
That is such a loaded question, because I am a circus. Like, I am all the things. I am the caretaker. I am the wifey. I'm also, a student. I am, having to figure out who's doing parent pickup. I'm all the things. So circus is great, but I would like to glamorize it a little more than that, because I'm a little bit of a sexy little clown. I would say that this year is going to be all about self-development, testing the limits, seeing how strong I really am and what I'm capable of, because this year is a year of growth, and there's so many things that are coming to the table that I'm going to just have to adapt. And I think that's another thing of motherhood that we have to figure out is adaptation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, it's kind of go with the flow. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's like you never know what the day's gonna bring unless, I mean, you fucking live the next day.
No, literally. And then when you get in bed that night, you thank God that you made it through that day.
There are times where like
Yes.
I'm literally like the next day I'll wake up and I'm like, hey, what did I do yesterday that made me through it? And I can't for the life of me even remember. I'm like,
No.
what time did we go to sleep? What time did I feed her? What
No.
time was nap time? Like, it's literally go by the flow.
It's a circus.
It is. It's a circus.
It's a circus, because you don't know what's next. You genuinely don't know what's next. But when you make it through that day, there's such a overwhelming feeling that, like, we did it. We fucking did it.
Every day I'm like, oh, God, she's alive. She's breathing.
She's
Even
breathing.
sometimes at, when I'm putting her to bed, I'm like checking, like, okay, we're
Girl,
good.
you're gonna do that till they're 11 years old. Like, my daughter literally slept in till like what, 11:30 this morning, and I'm like, are you alive? Or like, are you dead? She's great. She's an 11-year-old and she wants to just stay up all night. That let her.
So give us a little context on like all of their personalities. Like, what are we dealing with? How chaotic is your circuit?
My circus has 3 cute little monkeys. I was blessed with a little 11-year-old when I was 19. Then I had Ayla when I was 25, and we blended our families and got Gavin. I got Gavin when he was only 2. So right now he's 5. So we have an 11, 5, and 5.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, and they are all pretty different, you know, as can be expected. My oldest is the epitome of a Scorpio woman. A little, because I like to say woman because she's, you know, she's in that preteen. She's about to be a woman soon, and the emotions are high. Like,
oh my god, yeah.
I don't remember going
She's
through
about
that
to start her
personally.
period.
Oh, for sure. Like this year, if it doesn't happen this year, I will be like shocked because she, like, there's all the signs are there. She just got put in a group chat.
Oh,
At
a
school.
friend group chat?
A friend group chat.
Oh, next
How-
level.
Ever somebody added a boy,
Oh.
and so then that boy texted her personally,
oh, we're getting
and-
into that.
and she said, I was looking through the messages because I was like, what the hell? I volunteer at the school. Like, I know this little boy. He's a sweet little boy.
You're like, I know where you live.
Yeah, I know your mother. So he said, hey, why can't you talk? And she said, who are you? And he said, it's Noah. And she said, why are you texting me? And he never responded back.
Why? But
She said, why are you texting me?
that is definitely
Like-
Scorpio right there. It's like, okay.
Hello. But I was just like, we're
She's
all
like, ew, boys.
yeah, she's not on that level yet. She's totally not on that level. Like, all her little friends are, but she's not there yet. Meanwhile, my kindergartner, she's only 5, Ayla. She's the middle child, the middle child. This boy was being mean to her on the playground, and she came home and she's like, I told Angus that it's not my fault you like me.
Oh,
I was girl.
okay.
You have a lot of balls. I'm scared.
It's always that middle child, so unhinged.
Unhinged, like I never know what she's gonna say. I have to really walk on eggshells and be careful what I say around her because she will go repeat it. She will go repeat it.
Oh heck.
Yeah, and it's
Oh my God.
embarrassing.
I don't blame you. That I was the middle child, and my mom would
No
literally
filter.
no filter, sit me down, and anytime we were like walking into a new place, meeting new people, my mom would like pull me to the side before we walked in and be like,
Personally, just you.
personally, just me, and would be like, Nicole, don't talk about this, and like, don't ask why that looks like this, and like, don't ask why their house is so big, and like, don't tell her that she's looking
no.
fat. Oh yeah, I was that
Yeah.
when I was like, something's changed. Do you look fat? Or
Yeah.
I was just so
No filter.
no filter.
Which, like, I love it because she can just go into a setting and just be herself, which I do love. And ironically, she's the one I breastfed for 3.5 years. Like, go figure. She has, like, all the freaking juice inside of her. But I get so scared because she has 0 fucks to give. And she doesn't care, like, even about, like, if she embarrasses herself. She doesn't care. Like, she doesn't care. Like, people will make fun of her, like, she's like, okay. Hence that little boy, oh, it's not my fault you like me.
Yeah.
Go off, queen.
Yeah, it's that like, I don't even know.
There's-
It's that like middle confidence, you know, that middle child confidence. It's like, I can get away with
It's also
anything.
a fire sign thing, I'm convinced. Because
For
she's
sure.
a fire sign.
What is
She's
she?
an Aries.
An Aries.
And they're kind of scary sometimes.
They are.
They're very scary.
They are.
And I'm a fire sign. So if I'm saying that, I'm like, they're scary.
Yeah.
But then we also have a third Scorpio who is a boy. Gavin is literally like Olivia, except he's a boy. He's a boy. He will go 0 to 100 real fast with anger. Like, if you piss him off, it used to be worse. Like, he used to like scream because he was like a toddler.
Yeah.
But now it's like, I don't like you. Like, he voices what you're doing wrong.
Oh my god.
And
ow.
It's scary. And I'm like, okay, you don't mean that. You're just upset right now. But the emotions are equal. Like, Scorpios are a force, an emotional force. But then they're also the deepest lovers.
Oh.
The deepest lovers. Like, he is
Yeah.
so sentimental. Like, before I like leave or anything, he has to like kiss me and he'll tell me how beautiful I am, and I'm just like, oh, this is why we do this, because like they're sweet, right?
Yeah.
Sour and sweet.
What a like difference in like raising 2 girls and then
Girl.
having a boy.
So different. Like, literally he will be beating my ass like randomly. This is a new thing. He's a boy. He's being raised with girls.
Yeah.
So he doesn't get to just like fist fight. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
He came up to me as I'm literally mid packing lunches, whatnot, and just punches me in the stomach. And I'm like, what the fuck
Where
was
does this even come
that?
from?
But it's just that boy nature, and he's just running. Never tired. Can't sit for a movie. Cannot sit for a movie. He's like bouncing, like making dinosaur noises, like, and dinosaurs, like, girl moms everywhere. Like, I don't know how we make it through that, because what the fuck is a dinosaur? I literally, as a girl, like what? How do you know they really sound like that? That's fake. Yeah. I'm calling it fake, but don't tell him that, because it's a whole 17 syllable word. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Boys are just different. They're different. Like, he'll tell you everything you want to know about tarantulas, spiders, and I'm just like, we're watching The Real Housewives.
Oh my god.
But it's also so funny because he loves girls. He loves girls. When we go into Sephora, he's like, look at all the lip gloss. They look so pretty. And he eats that shit up because he's cute.
Yeah,
And
he's
he knows
the
it.
cutest little thing too.
He's a little man for sure.
Okay, real question. If motherhood had a soundtrack, what would your soundtrack be?
Oh, okay. That's hilarious because literally right now,
What's your anthem?
Right now,
Yeah.
I'm not even shitting you. The kids are obsessed with that No Broke Boys.
Oh my.
Like, techno. Like they eat up techno right now. Like it's I don't know why. Honestly, one of them probably came home from the other houses and just like started like playing that song.
Oh my god, that is.
They
so
love
funny.
it. They also love I don't even know what is the fucking name of it. It's the Do You Sit and Think About Me singing on fucking your podcast.
I literally don't know. Jesse's gonna look back and be like, okay, so what are you, an artist now?
I'm an artist. I'm an unreleased. No, I will just say, end of the day, our house right now is full of techno. Alexa, wake up. Oh, and Who Let the Dogs Out?
Oh, okay.
Classic. We like to keep it classic right now.
Yeah, with your one dog.
With my one dog. No, they're my dogs. They're my dogs.
Period. I love that.
Yes, lots of fun.
Okay, so we're gonna set the tone and talk about pregnancies and birth stories. With your first, I know that you had quite the difficulty.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so let's get into that.
Yes. As my Scorpio child, like to be a little theatrical. So I'm 19 and I'm pregnant and
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. Originally, my stepmom had told me like, hey, like you have choices. You don't have to do this. And this is before I told my parents. It was only my stepmom and I told her like, hey, like I'm really scared. I'm in college. Like I was supposed to be doing things different. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And so she's like tells me like, hey, like I'll take you, and I'm like, okay, we'll do this like Monday. So I go home. I go home. I'm in the bathroom crying, and my mom walks in, and she immediately, like mother's intuition knows what's going on. She's like, you haven't had your period. What's up? So we were crying, and you know she gives me that whole motherly like I was in your shoes. She was 19 and pregnant with me as well. Same thing happened. Somebody offered to take her to get an abortion and she didn't go through with it. So she's like, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I'm telling you do have options.
Yeah.
So that to me, I was like, I'm safe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because when you're a child, like you don't know what you don't know. You're scared.
Cortex wasn't even developed.
It-
You have no idea what
I
life
had
even is.
no idea what I was even going to eat like for dinner. You know what I mean?
No.
Like I don't even think I was living with her at the time. So I go full term and I have Olivia, and she was the cutest little like bald baby I ever have seen. Blonde, weird. And so I go home, and 7 days later, I'm telling her dad, I'm like, I can't breathe, like something's weird. In the middle of the night, I start coughing up blood, and I'm like, oh, this is really weird, like something's really wrong. So, you know, around 11 o'clock, there's a football game on. We have neighbors over. Like, it's like a fun environment. I tell him, like, hey, when this is over, we really need to go to the hospital. And so fast forward, we don't even make it like to halftime. I almost said pastime. Halftime. We don't even make it to halftime. We go to urgent care, and first we drop off my baby and AJ, go to urgent care, and urgent care is like, yo, your vitals are like extremely crazy. You need to go to the emergency room.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, hospital bills. I need to tell my mom, like all these things go in my brain because I'm a child.
And you also don't realize how
serious, because you're a child.
Yeah.
You know, so we go back to my mom's, tell her what's up, then go all the way to the hospital.
Okay.
At this time, my lungs were already at 89% capacity of fluids, and my kidneys had already shut down. Like I was completely in like failure. Like every organ was just like freaking out. We get to the hospital, and I literally just like remember I couldn't walk at all. Like I couldn't walk, and not because I couldn't walk, I couldn't breathe, and I was getting dizzy, lightheaded. So next thing I know, they're like put me on this like bed, and my body starts convulsing. Like I see my body like moving. I look to the floor like to try to tell them like I can't breathe. They put a mask on me, and I'm trying to tell, you know, my daughter's father like, hey, something's seriously wrong. I don't realize that the doctors are like talking to him at this time. Like the life is going like full speed.
Yeah.
Fast, very fast out there.
Yeah.
But I'm literally so slow motion, like trying to get his attention, like trying to talk, and I cannot do any of those things. And last thing I remember is like him like on the floor, like literally going like this, like Stewie, like
oh my
freaking
God.
out.
Yeah.
Fast forward, literally like 2 weeks later, I wake up and I was in a coma. They obviously like you know, had to trach me and whatnot. Not trach me. I'm so sorry. I said the wrong word.
That's okay.
They did the whole intubation. They had to breathe for me. I had 7 blood transfusions. You know, completely just like was not gonna make it.
Oh my God.
My left ventricle and my heart collapsed, which they don't tell you like, hey, this is a possibility that this could happen. Like nobody warns you of what could go wrong in pregnancy, especially, you know, after you're 19 years old and think that, oh, everybody could pop about a baby because you saw on Teen Mom.
Yeah, and you're just so naive and like gullible, and like the actual idea.
It's terrifying when you think about it. It's literally terrifying.
The reality of it is so far fetched from the truth at that age that you're just kind of like, this is so cute.
Because it's on 16 and pregnant.
Yeah,
I can do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So terrifying. Obviously, like I didn't get the gravity of the situation when I woke up. I was literally like hallucinating, like asking where my baby was. I didn't know what the date was. I couldn't walk because when you're in a coma for that long, like you literally, you know, have to refigure out how to use your legs because you're not using those muscles. So I went in on November 7th and I didn't get out to like November 28th, like literally that whole month without my baby. And my baby was without me. They were telling my mom, like, you know, there's a high possibility that she might not make it because of, you know, all the severity that I let it get to because I quite literally did not know.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
Like, you think that's normal. Like, oh, it's, you know, I have pneumonia. No. You're coughing up fluids. Go to the hospital.
For sure. And did they know what happened or what caused that?
So they suspect that it was preeclampsia that had gone untreated.
Okay.
Mind you, I'm 19 years old. Like I don't remember them having me pee in like the last like 2 appointments. Okay. Granted, I was 19, and all throughout that whole pregnancy, I was totally normal. Everything was fine. Like I was 100 pounds when I got pregnant. You know what I mean? Like I was a little thing.
Yeah. And you're like 5 foot.
Yeah, I'm 4'11", yeah. So literally when all these complications are happening, the doctor was like, oh, we didn't know. Because obviously your OB has to be there because you're post, you know. Basically, I hadn't even had my first post-op appointment from having her. Mm-hmm. And so he was there. He was obviously like, oh, shit, I fucked up. You know what I mean? Like all these things. Very malpractice, but hey, we live and we learn. I'm here today, so I, you know, ain't no sweat off my back. But of course, like as a mother, my mom oh, it was traumatic.
For everyone.
Everyone. Yeah, I would say for everyone too.
Like, even I know, because I hadn't met you at that time, and I've known her for a very long time.
Yeah.
I met you right after you had them, and I just remember, like, the friend group was like, she almost died.
Yeah.
It was just so traumatic.
And it's so funny because they didn't even know, because I literally had the baby. They were all in the room, basically. Like, I literally had people sleeping on the floor when I had Olivia.
Right.
It was such a teen mom pregnancy. And then I went ghost for, like, literally, like, 2 weeks.
Yeah,
like,
because
3
you're
weeks.
over here in a coma. How
And
crazy.
They're reaching out, and, like, my mom was telling Billy, my daughter's father, like, hey, like, don't say anything yet. Don't say anything yet. So nobody knew that what was going on. Nobody knew.
How crazy.
Social media was not like how it is today.
Yeah. And after that, what did the doctor tell you about, like, any future pregnancies and, like, how that was going to pan out? And, like, did this affect that portion of your life? You know?
So they did say, hey, like, it's probably going to happen again. But luckily your heart is a muscle, so it can heal itself.
Yeah.
You know, just like with everything else, you work out, you gain your muscles back, you know. So everything is fine. To this day, everything's fine. I just actually had a cardiologist appointment, had all my yearly testings. I am great. So with my second pregnancy in 2020, literally 5.5 years later almost, the whole pregnancy was high risk for good reason, you know.
Yeah.
Luckily, I had a C-section because they got her early so that, you know, no stress was caused to my heart. The whole pregnancy, I was fine. Nothing even changed with my blood pressure. Like, everything was fine. They did tell me not to do it, but then I did switch cardiologists, and they're like, people do it all the time. You know, as long as you're monitored and you're taking care of yourself. Like, granted, if I was like, you know, extremely obese or something like that, not taking care of your body plays part with what's going on with inside your body.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you treat your body like the temple it's supposed to be, you're gonna, you know, there's a good chance that you'll be okay.
Yeah. And did you see the same doctor throughout that pregnancy?
Hell no.
Okay.
I was passed around like a hot potato.
Oh my God.
Nobody wanted to be my OB. In fact, it was until I was 36 weeks that I found, no, I had to take that back. 35 weeks, I got my doctor. I had Ayla at 37 weeks.
Oh my God.
So it took me that whole time that I was like, mom, doc kept on sending referrals, like trying to like get me to see these specialists, and they were seeing me, but then they would be like, oh, it's too high risk when they'd read my chart because
nobody wanted to touch you. They were like, whoever you land on is who's
responsible.
Who's
responsible? Yeah. So finally, I actually did deliver right here at Banner University.
Right here?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Crazy, because I lived 30 minutes away, so I'd have to come out here for the last like 2 weeks, like to see this specialist.
Drive.
Yeah.
Oh, but you had a plan. You had a scheduled C-section.
Yes.
That's a whole lot different than
I
like
would
going
do it
full labor.
Any day, a scheduled C-section.
Yeah.
Because you get in, you get out, you look cute, you pop that baby out, and you know what's going to happen. When you are vaginally trying to push a baby out, it's not up to you.
Yeah.
It's not up to you at all.
Yeah.
Like, even though you know, I'm kind of anti-induction because I feel like the Pitocin slows everything down.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just, you know, it's not your timing, which I guess that's natural. But I mean, like, let's plan this. I have things to do later, you know.
Sure. Yeah. And I mean,
I wanted it to be on my weekend.
Easy breezy too. Like, that's such an easy breezy experience compared to like going full labor and like dealing with that
and
chaotic
then waiting on your
craziness.
water to break. God, some people don't. Their water doesn't break, but they're dilating, and it's like, when is this? Because a lot of our friends, I've heard some like scary stories where they're in labor for like over 24 hours, and I'm just like, how?
Yeah.
How are you in labor for 24 hours? What was yours like?
I was in labor for 13 and a half hours.
That's not too shabby.
Yeah, not too shabby. It went by so fast, honestly, but I was also in like so much pain. Now we're going to talk about your joint custody with your baby daddy and how that is. Like, how is that dynamic?
You know, starting out, it was, you know, we don't know what we're doing. Nobody knows what they're doing. That's the moral of this whole segment and story podcast. We had been off and on for the majority of, unfortunately, since like 2009, we had been off and on. Fast forward, and now we're in 2020, and we have a house together, and you know we have 2 children, and we realize like, hey, we're not meant for each other, and that's okay. So it was very difficult at first to accept that we are going to be raising our children apart from each other, because going into motherhood, you do not expect that. You want the fairy tale life. You want, you know, your children and to have a mom and dad together, but the reality is that might not happen all the time.
Yeah.
It took a lot of reflection for both of us to sit back and be like, we whatever happened between us has nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we had our own issues, and what happened, but right now, moving forward, it's about the girls, and at the end of the day, the children deserve to see a team.
Yeah, for sure.
They want both parents in the conversations talking about them. They want both parents trick-or-treating. They want both parents at school events, all the things to give them the most normal life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because granted, we couldn't do it under the same roof, but that doesn't mean we can't do it, you know, together in the same settings. We have there's no beef at all. He's literally such a good dad. He's so, you know, present when he works a lot. So, you know, when he does have the children, he has them. But throughout the week, we have them Monday. I would say we have them 80% of the time, and then he has them in 20%. But we live freaking a mile away from each other. So whenever he wants to come pick them up, he takes them out to dinner. You know, he goes to the movies with them. He does. It's very much like the open door policy. Like, if you want them, come get them. You know what I mean? That's no sweat off my back. It's been a breath of fresh air. I will have to say that. It's, you know, you hear the horror stories, or you live the horror stories where it's baby daddy drama or baby mama drama, and that is far from what we're living. He loves Jesse, first of all, for the girls.
Yeah.
He has the utmost respect. We're able to do trick-or-treating. He watched our dog when we went to Hawaii. He quite literally is the unproblematic king.
That's so good, because
So good.
you don't ever see that, and it's so hard sometimes to go from being in this long relationship, having 2 kids, to then being able to just separate the two and be a parent, where I know a lot of people deal with the opposite and having that conflict and it bleeding into the kids. So
it's what I didn't want. It's what he didn't want. You know what I mean? It has the kids don't have to suffer just because we didn't work out. Yeah. And at the end of the day, our egos are not controlling us in the situation. If they were, then yes, it would be pettiness, when he dates, or when I was, you know, meeting Jesse, it would have been a huge deal. But because we were, you know, in that environment where it was we live separate lives, what you do but if your life has nothing to do with me, just don't bring it around my kid.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it, you know, when you're mature and you realize it has nothing to do with you, parenting gets so much easier.
That's so good.
Mm-hmm.
If you could give our listeners a piece of advice, people that are probably going through this, having issues, kind of separating the two, what would you say? What has been your biggest, I don't know, whatever?
I did a lot of let go, and at the same time let go and also realize this is their first time living. We were children. We were children when we did this. If I can get that grace, he can get that grace. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Granted, I'm not going to sit here and crucify him for mistakes that he made or that I have made, because we were children doing adult things.
Yeah.
So I think that if you are to go into the situation where you didn't work out with your baby daddy, or, you know, you and your husband are divorcing, realize at the end of the day, what you guys do now has nothing to do with you. And you have to remember, you guys brought a life into this world, and you have to nurture it the same way that you guys were to do so when you guys were together. You know, you want the best for your baby, and the best is peace.
So I know that you guys are also a merging family.
Mm-hmm.
How is that dynamic, and how has that dynamic impacted your children and bringing them together and all of that? So
obviously with everything, it's trial and error. It took us a year to move in together. introduce the children. We'd do weekends, we'd go on vacations, until we were like, okay, we're really doing this thing. And we got engaged and moved in together, and the dynamic kind of just flowed so naturally that it was like, whoa, we're really doing this. Sometimes we both still wake up and we're like, whoa, like we're still doing this. Okay, cool. It really helped that we had 2 children the same age.
Yeah.
You know, and a boy and a girl. It also helped that too.
Yeah.
Olivia, she was meant to just be this like older sister.
Mm-hmm.
She was made for that role. I feel like she just loves it. She loves being nurturing, and she also loves being the boss. So for her, it was very easy. Now, what I will say, like, kind of was hard is her feeling like I'm not replacing my dad. Which in the beginning it was a little difficult. It was emotional. It was a lot of like, oh, why can't you guys be back together? But now, fast forward almost 3 years later, she calls him dad. Like the girls call him dad, and nobody, like, it's not a forced thing. It's like, you know, if it's natural, it's natural. Like Billy's not sitting here and being like, oh, I'm the dad. Like, you know, he knows he's the father.
Yeah.
But also, if your kids are that comfortable, like, are you really gonna take that away from them? And who's Jesse to be like, oh, I'm your stepdad?
For sure.
That's ugly, right?
1000%.
That would hurt their, like, if Olivia's like, oh, dad, like, excited to call him dad, and he's like, I'm your stepdad. Like, that would kill my ego. That would kill my confidence as a little girl. You know what I mean?
And I mean, it's telling too about the kid if they feel that connection and not comfortable with saying mom or dad.
Yeah.
It's like that is, and it also just kind of like is a testimony to yourself as that step parent, being like, wow, I've impacted this kid's life. For them to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
That's like a badge of honor.
It's quite literally an honor. It's an honor, especially because you did not birth this child. You did not, you know, you weren't there when this child was born. However, you're raising this child like your own child.
Yeah.
You know, and that's something that is so, I know that some people, it's hard for them when they're blending their families that, like, oh, this is mine, this is yours. But if you're doing that, then you shouldn't be blending a family.
Yeah.
You have to see it as this is ours, this is ours. That's why when I say I have children, I have 3 children. You know, I didn't birth one of them, but I sure as hell take care of him like he's mine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm home with him. So I think for me, a lot of the, you know, what would I do if I were to, or what advice would I give is like, you know, just let things go natural, and obviously nothing forced, but also embrace the love, because a child, people will always tell you, like, children know best. Like, they know, they can tell when you're ugly.
Yeah.
Like, when your heart's ugly, they know your intentions. Like, children know.
Yeah, they have instincts too, coming right out of the womb. They know exactly what's right and what's wrong, and
if it doesn't feel right, you know what I mean? So I think that it's, when you're blending families, like, you have to just let things go at their own pace and just embrace the craziness, because it does get crazy. I will say, like, when we like have switched, some weeks when we do like switch offs and we get them back, it's like, whoa, what happened over there that you're so this emotional? Or you have to realize, like, they, like, for instance, like Gavin, he's 7 days on, 7 days off.
Yeah.
So you build a routine in 2 weeks. So he was week 1 into building a routine, and then you're uprooting him and like starting like a new routine. And unfortunately, like, nobody's gonna parent the same.
Yeah.
Like, we have a routine that works for our house where we have, like, you know, bedtime, bath time, breakfast. Like, we have things on a routine because that's what you do when you have multiple children. You have to have things on routine. Whereas over there, he's an only child.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more like lenient, and it's like, oh, you know, I don't know what they do, but like, it's also, I know that his bedtime over there is not the same bedtime as over here. Or if he sleeps in his own bed at our house, he might not be sleeping in his own bed at their house. You know what I mean? So it's just rebuilding routines and giving grace that first couple of days, because that first couple of days can be so exhausting for them. And their little brains, like, not understanding, like, why do we have to do this? Like, why do we have to switch off? Like, I know it breaks his heart having to go back and forth. And, you know, hopefully one day we're able to shorten the weeks for like the normalcy purposes, but for now it's working. The girls don't really have to experience it that much because we live you know, so close to each other, and they see their dad so much, and they're at our house a lot, and they're at his house a lot. So it's like a lot more routine. And also me and Billy, that's one thing that we always did was we made sure we were on the same page as far as parenting.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of the children.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
what I do at my house, like I'll tell him and he'll do the same thing, and it works.
And I mean, and that makes sense. And it's like, it's that transition too,
Mhm.
you know, that's just hard. It's like, even with us as grown adults, like
Yeah.
when we're on vacation for a week,
God.
and then we come back, and then it's like us trying to like
Your
rewind
brain.
our brains and like get back into our emotions and like get back into like our bedtimes and like getting back
Right.
into our rhythm. So
And you can kind of regulate your emotions. Imagine a 5-year-old.
yeah,
Like,
that's hard.
You're gonna try to tell him like, hey, calm down. Like he doesn't even know how he's feeling.
Yeah,
You know?
that's really hard. Now you guys are newly engaged.
Kind of.
Well, I mean, yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
you're engaged.
We've been engaged. Like
Yeah.
it's been so long. I feel like, which is it happens so fast. Like you just like a year goes by so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so with you guys being engaged, I mean, how are the kids taking that?
Oh yeah. Like
so
it's
excited.
so excited. They think that when you get married that you automatically get pregnant. So like the 5-year-old's literally like, oh, you're gonna have a baby. Like to them, you get married, you have a baby. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, no, that's not how it works. But also like so excited. It's hilarious because Ayla, the middle child, she's like, oh, I want to wear pink. I want to wear pink at your wedding. And I'm like, no, we're also not doing that either. But I'm just like, okay, you'll wear a pretty dress. Like, you know, you'll be in a dress like with mommy. And Olivia, like, she's like fashionista. So she's like, oh, I'm not wearing that. Because I was trying to show them these cute black chic dresses. Because we're going to do like a little elopement. And she was like, no, I'm not doing that. I was like, okay, what do we do now
She's
then?
like, I'm actually gonna direct the wedding. and
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what we're all wearing.
Yeah.
And like, I'm gonna tell you what your wedding dress is gonna look like because
No,
I'm that girl.
literally. So, you know, they're excited, but they also have their own little like notions in their brains. Gavin completely just is like, okay, you're having a baby.
Okay, now we're gonna get into this spicy combo.
Spicy.
How do you guys manage to have time to do this with your merging family? Like going between schedules, having pickups, drop-offs, kind of like trying to interwork it between all of that.
So I think something that we like discovered first on is that in order for us to be a unit, we had to act as a unit. So, you know, with routine and all those things that come with having multiple children. Bedtimes is so important. We both were co-sleeping with our children, so we were like, okay, we can't have 3 children in the room. Like, this is not gonna work. So when we moved in together, you know, we did the whole get them in their bedtime routines. Luckily, it literally worked out pretty well. We've always made time to make sure that our cups are full as far as like, you know, we're human at the end of the day. So in order for me to, you know, be the best person I can be, I have to have my cup full. And unfortunately, like we both are pretty active, you know, like we are human. I'm sorry, but we definitely have to make sure that our needs are met in order for us to be able to be there.
Right.
And to be our best selves. We've never like planned.
I was just gonna ask, is there like a schedule?
No. So for me, I always think of it as a Snapchat streak, and it's so toxic. It's so toxic because I'm like, we can't break our streak. We can't break our streak. Like, there's been times where we've literally gone 3 weeks and try to do it every single. Whether it's like sneaking into a closet, whether it's literally like, but that's what makes it like you never lose that spark.
Yeah.
Like we're still in the honeymoon phase. We're still rabbits, like trying to just like we crave each other.
Yeah.
And I feel like once you stop trying to make that like the goal, like not the goal, but like also like it's kind of like fun,
Right.
you know, it's the game, like we're chasing, like you're chasing the carrot, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Once you stop doing that, I feel like that's when things come and they're complacent, and then you have to like figure out, okay, well, does this work for you? Or granted, yes, there's times where we're tired, we're human at the end of the day, and we're parents, we travel, we have kids, we do all the things, we're busy.
Yeah.
But once you stop like seeking the other person out, or once you stop dating, when you like we don't want to be boring. We don't want to be that couple where it's like, oh, you got married and lost the spark.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure. And that's good too, because you guys, I mean, your kids are a little older, whereas
Yes.
like for me, I mean,
You're on her time. You're on
yeah,
we're
we're on her time. Like
Yeah.
we have to schedule it out sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, okay, are we gonna be able to get like spicy
Right.
tonight? If I put her to bed, like it's on kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
And how do you feel with that? Like, are you able to just like move with that? Like, how has that affected you guys? Because I know this is something new for you as well, where it's like before you guys had so much freedom to just be like, you know, you have the door open and you guys are just doing your business. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's so I will say during my pregnancy, I had prepartum depression. So
Yeah.
my libido was
Minimal.
like absolutely none. Like I had none. So during that time, it was really hard to even feel good enough to do that.
Yeah.
And so after I had her, I was like, I'm so ready. I can run a mile. I mean, like I was ready to have sex. Like,
You were
right
ready
whenever
rabbit.
we got home.
Yeah.
But I'm like, fuck, I gotta wait 6 weeks. By the time the 6 weeks hit, I was like, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm up with the baby all the time, and
Oh,
so
I know.
it was
Trenches. You're in the trenches.
in the trenches. And now I feel like now that we kind of have this schedule with her and we kind of have this rhythm, it's like, okay, I know once I put her to sleep.
It's on like Donkey Kong.
But it's not as like freaky as it used to be, you know?
I get so scared because like I go back and forth like, okay, we want to make a fourth. We want to add like make it even number of kids. But then I get so scared because we have such a good thing going where we're just like, you know, just like the other day he said, take a picture of our doorknob because our door's broken, and I was like, send me a picture of your doorknob. Like,
Oh.
like you know, we're just like corny, but like also like just like you have to make it so fun. And I get so scared because I remember what those days were like when you're like postpartum and you're just like don't touch me, but also like, are you okay? Like wanting to make sure that they're okay. And it's like, you know, you're in that weird like limbo area where you're just like, ooh, I want to be able to do that for you, but I mentally cannot do that for you.
Yeah, and I think that's for both of us too.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I'm staying home now, and so he's
Yeah.
working a lot more, and so it's like by the time he gets home, he's just beat, and I'm like, okay, you know, so we're both just like trying to find that time, and I think what's most important for us is like making sure that we are intimate in other ways and checking in, but like also just like I'm constantly like just trying to like reassure him and like, you know, give him those like, I don't know, affirmations, I guess you can say. And so I think,
And sometimes those are more meaningful than actually like having sex, unfortunately. You know, like
yeah,
obviously that emotional connection is why you guys are here.
yeah,
So building a life together that can only get deeper.
yeah.
You know, I will say that training your baby routine is vital.
Yeah.
Vital.
I think our hardest part right now is getting her out of our bed, but I'm also like
Don't rush
exclusively-
it.
I know,
Do
I
not
know.
rush it.
And that's what I tell them too.
Do
'cause
not rush it.
Everyone's like, you know, when are you gonna wean her off because, you know, she's gonna be attached to that bed. But I'm
Mind
like,
your business is what I have to
Exactly.
say.
and it's like it's such a short time of her life.
Yes.
What? So she's gonna be sleeping with me until she's like 3 or 4. Oh my God! So what? Like,
Who cares?
she's
It's
gonna
normal.
be
And it's,
alive forever. I would
it's
rather
healthy.
her be with me.
it's so healthy.
Yeah, I want to like embrace every moment. Being that I'm, you know, older and just had
Yeah.
a baby, I'm like, I have the time and I have the availability to just nurture and like be physically with her at all times, and like, why not?
I breastfed Ayla for 3.5 years. Like,
Yeah,
and she still holds my boob to go to sleep to this day. Nobody can tell me nothing. Like, it's her business. If she wants to hold my nipple, it's not your nipple.
yeah,
So what do you care?
yeah,
You know?
exactly.
It is a little weird. I
You're
will
right.
say it's a little weird, but you know what?
It's
What am I
okay.
gonna do? It's my baby.
Exactly, and that's okay. Like, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But you know, there's people that have their opinions, and you know what? There's no right or wrong way. If you're
Don't
not
ick my
breastfeeding-
yum.
Yeah, don't nick my yum. But if you're not breastfeeding, like, kudos to you.
What works for you? That's why I said in the beginning, like, what works for some person might not work for you. But when you guys find that like groove and routine, magic is gonna be made, and you might make another baby.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you might make another baby.
So, like, what's one thing in this relationship that's different than others, like in a good way? That's like obviously made you say yes to him putting the ring on it.
He is me. I am him. Like, we are best friends. Like, our birthdays are literally, his is on the 14th and mine's on the 19th of December. So we are the same person. It also really helps that we were friends before either of us like had babies or anything of that nature. Before we were even like anything relationship, we were friends first. And I think that also helps because I know his sisters, like I know how he grew up, like, you know, I know his family, so I know where he comes from, and that made me feel a lot more comfortable being a newly single mother of 2 girls, like, you know what I mean? Because it's also scary when you just freshly leave a long-term relationship. You're like, oh, who's gonna want me?
Yeah.
Who's gonna want me, or who's gonna be able to put up with this? You know what I mean? So like when you're able to be that comfortable and like the spark is there, oh, the spark is there, you know? So I just think that I knew that he was the one because he literally, just talking about him right now, like I have a little fire burning, you know, like he brought that. And no, even when he's sleeping or even when he is just so freaking stupid, I'm just like, you're cute. Right? You're cute. Or like, oh, I love his curls and his muscles. Like, you know, you just find stupid things like that where it's like other people might not agree with you, but you're like, that's my man. I'm gonna stick beside him.
Yeah, you know? I totally agree. Like,
and he's a silly goose. I don't know if anybody knows Jesse. He is the silliest guy. Like, he's just so silly.
And it's like, it's unintentional too.
No.
I don't even think he realizes when he's being goofy.
No, or goofy, or the fact that he thinks that he can do, like, take on the world. Like, he literally thinks he's an actor, a singer. Like, he's also a handyman and a coach of, like, multiple NFL teams. I don't know if anybody knows that, but
what is this, like that?
That's stupid fantasy.
Fantasy, okay. Yeah.
God, I'm just like, can't wait for it to end. But no, he is a very charismatic
aspirational.
Guy. Yes. Asperger's, aspirational. I'm just kidding.
A little on the spectrum.
Like
high on the spectrum.
He's functioning. That's all that matters.
It's okay. I think we all have that.
A little stem. You know.
That's funny because I feel the same way about Coley. Like,
yeah.
There are times where I'm sure would give other people the ick, but I'm literally looking at him and I'm like, he has like one sock on, the other like.
His collar is blue and his neck is red.
His collar is blue and his neck is fucking red.
Yes.
All right, like
that is your man.
He's my man, and I'm sticking right beside him because I'm like, even when he has his glasses on, I'm like, rip them off and just
take those glasses off, baby.
Lick your ear.
Yes, it's the neck for me. I'm like, let me get between those rolls. Let me get them.
I love the smell of body.
Yes.
And so I'm like, I just want to.
Oh, I do too. I'm a sniffer as well. Like, I'm just like, it's the what do you call them? Like
pheromones.
Yes,
pheromones.
Pheromones. Like, mine are going.
Mine are too.
Yeah. No, literally.
Okay. Quick fire mom chat. What's one thing motherhood has taught you the
resilience?
The hard
resilience.
Okay.
Resilience.
All right.
Because it's fucking hard. Like, you cannot give up. You have to be resilient. Like, you are going to feel like, oh my gosh, like I am about to die. You have to make it through the other day.
Yeah.
And I promise you, when you do, you're like, fuck yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
I did that. I've been through croup, COVID, all of these sicknesses in the world. I've been through all of them. I'm a seasoned mother. And I will tell you, resilience is what you need.
Yeah. Okay. Resilience. You hear that? Mm-hmm. What is the biggest win as a mother for 2025? Like, what was the ultimate you know what? I'm the fucking best mom there is.
I made it to 2 field trips and volunteering in their classrooms. Like, that is a memory for me. Like, I will never forget. So being able to be there for them, I'm a fucking mother. Like, nobody can take that from me. I went, as long as I'm there for them and I show up for them and they have those memories, like, I did that.
And that's something that they're gonna keep me as a child, field trips, if my mom could chaperone. Okay, first of all, I wanted my mom with me. I still to this day want my mom with me all the time. And so those are core memories that I'm like, I remember when I went here and my mom was a chaperone and I was with her and it's
into the classroom and everybody's like, oh, you're like, that's my mom.
Yeah, but it didn't really help that my
Yeah.
mom was a teacher, so
No.
like, you know, she
It's
was
kind of
always,
embarrassing.
she was like right there, but I could
Yeah.
never be in her class, but I still was
Mhm.
like, had this like attachment. I'm like, I just want to be with my mom.
Yes.
So like, those are such pivotal moments as like a
Yes.
child, you know, those like core memories, like you said.
Exactly. Like, you know, and if I could be there, then I'm gonna be there.
So, okay, what's your favorite mom hack?
Oh my gosh, there's so many. Okay, first of all, I will say, you keep a snack in the car, an emergency snacks.
Okay.
That I will say that's probably like the number one thing, because God forbid, like we are in a hurry, because we are very on the go family. We are doing something all the time. If you have a snack in your car, you're winning.
Okay, your guilty pleasure.
Oh my gosh. My guilty pleasure, I will say I do love a slow morning. I love when we can all sleep in. I actually do love the days that we can stay up. If we keep them up late, we're all sleeping in. We're all sleeping in.
I love that.
I love that.
One word to describe motherhood right now.
Right now, blossoming.
Okay.
Blossoming, because every day's new and I don't know what's going to happen next, but it's beautiful.
Okay. If you can send one message to a mom who's feeling overwhelmed about co-parenting, relationships, all etc., what would you?
Slow down.
Okay.
Slow down. Slow down, because when you slow down, things aren't as crazy. Take a step back, things aren't as crazy as they seem.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Like you can work through it.
Yeah.
Breathe. Breathe.
Okay. What are you gonna leave? What are you gonna leave our listeners to? What do you want to like set the tone and just your one piece of advice ending this whole podcast?
I will say that time goes so fast, so be present. Be present. Like everything that you see, don't be deceived by what you also see on social media, because it's not real. What you're doing in your home is best for your baby. I will say, just be present. Soak in the newborn trenches, because it goes so fast, and one day they're not gonna want you.
Yeah, Mama knows
It's
best.
so sad when you're like, they're like, okay, can you just drop me off here? And I'm like, you don't want me to walk you? You know, that's sad. But yeah, just slow down and be there. Be present, because it goes so fast.
Oh, I'm so happy that you came. I'm so happy that you shared your story. Like, trusting me and trusting this platform. I mean,
for sure. This is home.
I love that. And I can't wait to like see where this takes off and like
Oh yeah.
as you know, as my listeners, if you guys have a story you want to share, if you felt touched by this, if you want me to ask certain questions, like don't be afraid to like let us know. I mean, she's such a light. I would love to have her back, because there's so much more that we can get into.
We can do well, not even just like motherhood, like a womanhood.
Womanhood,
Womanhood,
friendships, like
yes.
life in general.
Oh my gosh, there's so many things that we could have like layered into, but
Yeah.
save you some hours. Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Tune in for my next episode coming soon. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.